Hello. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining in. My name is Ignacio. I'm the CEO of Companio, and I'm here today joined by Miguel Piñas, which is the COO, the Chief of Operations, and Jonathan, which is the Chief of Customer Support. And we are here to let you know more about Companio and hear your questions and answer all the questions that we can. Very briefly about Companio, we are a business as a service platform that empowers entrepreneurs and freelancers like you to launch and run their business online. We support you throughout your journey, specifically in accounting, providing accounting services, reporting, taxes, and international payroll. As your business grows, we have you covered. So with that said, I will let Miguel take over and talk about the main questions that we usually are asked before we start answering your questions. Don't forget that you can answer them. You can ask your questions in the chat. If you haven't used Zoom before, down the bottom bar, you have like this chat button where you can enter and ask any question. So
very quickly. Hi, everyone. I'm Miguel. Please just use the Q&A button. At the bottom, you have like Q&A. So there you can start like asking all your questions, and we will start answering all these questions in order. Okay. So right now I will just go through the 3 most popular questions we usually get. The first question we usually get is this service for me? Companio can provide me service? So the answer would be, if your activity, your business is a location-independent online business, the answer is yes. Okay, so Companio can provide you service if you comply with this location-independent online business. Okay. Second question, how is the process of incorporating your business with Companio? Timing and costs. Okay, so we have 3 parts for this. The first part is opening your company. For opening the company, you just need to go to our website, click the sign up button, and you will get through a 3 steps form tutorial. And it's really straightforward and easy. It will take you probably just like 5 minutes. You just need to choose the name of your company, add the data of your of the members of the company, and pay the 390 plus VAT fee for incorporating your business with Companio. That's the first step, 5 minutes. Once you have completed that, you will have access to our online dashboard. So then I will explain the second part, which is activating your company. To activate your company, basically, you will need to first sign our contract with your e-Residency card. Remember, each member of the company needs to have the e-Residency card. Okay, so first you need to sign our contract. You need to sign on the Estonian registry, of course, online with the same e-Residency card. We will apply for the VAT number for you. And finally, with our support, but you need to open a corporate bank account. When all this is completed, your company will be activated and you will be able to start working with your company and invoicing your customers. Okay, remember, until you have not completed this activation, you won't be able to work with your company. So then I will explain the third part. The third part is the account, what I like to call it the accounting routine. So you need to again within our dashboard, you need to link your corporate bank account to our dashboard, and every single month before the 5, you need to upload all your invoices. Okay, so linking your bank account, uploading your invoices. With that information, our accounting team will be able to submit your VAT reports, TSD, and tax declarations. Okay, and how much do you pay for that? Like based on the number of invoices, but starting with 79 euros plus VAT per month. So remember very quickly, opening your company, 3-step tutorial, activating your company with the dashboard, that including opening your bank account, probably that will take between 1 and 2 weeks, sorry. And finally, every single month, the accounting routine. So that's the second most common question. The third one is how can I get money from my company in Estonia? Okay, so I will give you 4 options. The first option is paying yourself dividends. That happens once a year after submitting your annual report. Okay, and if you have benefits, you can assign your distribute dividends, and your company in Estonia will pay 20% taxes of that. And the rest of the money, of course, will go to your personal bank account, and you will pay taxes based on the country you are tax resident as a person. Okay, so remember, your company will pay 20% in Estonia. The rest you will pay based on where you are a tax resident. That's the first option. The second option is being a contractor. Imagine you're a freelancer in your home country, and basically you will invoice your company in Estonia. That's pretty straightforward. You will invoice your company, and the company will pay that invoice. Okay, so then you will get the money out of that invoice. That's the second option. The third option is becoming an employee of your company. And for that, we got a new service, which is Companio work. That will allow you to hire yourself as an employee and pay yourself. Like your company will pay the salary through that new service. Okay, that's the third option. The fourth option is if you are not tax resident in any country for whatever the reason, then you will be able to invoice your company as an individual. Okay, so those are the only 4 options that you got for to get money out of your company. So those are the most common 3 questions. So now we are eager to answer all yours. So remember, let's go to the Q&A section at the bottom and just add your questions there.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, it was the Q&A section. So just to elaborate on what Miguel mentioned about location-independent business, what does it mean to have a location-independent business or to be a location-independent entrepreneur? It means basically, with a very simple example, that you can do something like tomorrow you can get your laptop, put it on a suitcase or a backpack, get a flight ticket to France, and still keep on working from a cafe. So if you can get your computer, get into a plane, and go to the other part of the world and keep on working, that means you're a location-independent online business, right? You don't need like an office with employees in somewhere where you need to be there, and etc. So this is for the business of the future, the businesses that are happening online. So I think we can go. We have 2 very interesting questions. One of them is from Jesus. He's asking, to cash out from my Estonian company when living in Spain, what is better, autonomo or nomina? Autonomo is freelancing, is how freelancers are called in Spain, and nomina is like being an employee or payroll. There is no single answer to your question. It depends on what you really want. If you are a freelancer, obviously you will have to become a freelancer in Spain and keep on complying with the obligations, the reporting in Spain, paying the freelancer fee in Spain, and it's easy, and it may be useful for you if you have like another business in Spain, or you want to somehow have an activity in Spain that is physically related to Spain. That can be useful. However, most probably, if you just want to have like earnings from your company and enjoy them in Spain, the best option for you will be to get into this new product that Miguel mentioned, Companio Work, in which you can become an employee of your own company. So with that product, basically, you are officially employed in Spain as an employee. So we will take care of paying your social taxes, your unemployment and everything, but you will be officially also working for your Estonian company. So this is more or less how it works. So we will take care of everything, your payrolls, your social taxes, unemployment, etc. And you just have to, you will receive an invoice. So it will be purely invoicing your company for your employment. So that's very easy and very convenient. Let me go to the next one from Alvaro Reina. We have one that says, in Estonia, what are the dates and prices of the annual presentations, and what commissions do you charge for them? I don't know if Miguel would like to answer these questions. It's like, what are the prices for the annual or monthly presentations, and what commissions, what are the fees that we charge for them?
Yeah, we have an early bird price for the annual report, which is 300 euros plus VAT.
250, actually.
250, sorry, 250 plus VAT. Sorry, I was thinking about opening a company. 250, that's the early bird pricing for submitting the annual report. You must hire that service before, or you must pay for that before we have that on our pricing section. Early bird price applies if you pay for the annual report before March 31. So that will be the pricing.
Exactly. So the idea is that the annual report needs to be done once a year, and that's we in our monthly fee, all the accounting, the monthly accounting, reports, taxations, all of that is included. Hiring and employees with the new company work, that all of that is included. And then once a year, we can do the annual report for you for this 250 plus VAT that Miguel mentioned. That must be prepared or started before the 31st of March to give time to our accountants to prepare the report and do all the paperwork. That's necessary.
And one thing, Ignacio, also Alvaro was asking, and we need to submit the annual report before the end of June.
Yes, exactly. So that's why we put this date, because everything must be ready before the 1st of July. So yeah.
Exactly.
Lenka is asking, I would like to elaborate more about how to get money from the Estonian company. If I choose dividends form once a year, I am a tax resident in Slovakia. Does it mean that the money will be taxed twice, once in Estonia and once it arrives to my personal account again? Well, it depends. Probably not, but you need to check with a local tax advisor. When you pay dividends in Estonia, the company, the Estonian company, is taxed 20% of gross. So imagine you distribute 10,000 dividends, 2,000 are taxed, and 8,000 are the money that you will receive, like 20/80, so to say. So you get 80% of what you distribute and you pay 20%. Then this 20% tax is paid by the Estonian company. And then most probably your country, Slovakia, has a double taxation treaty agreement with Estonia. So the goal of these treaties is that you are not taxed twice for the same thing, right? So if you have this treaty in place, you should ask for because Slovakia is a EU country, and all EU countries have treaties between them. So you should ask a local tax advisor, because most probably in Slovakia you will not have to pay taxes twice. But this changes from country to country. So in your country, it may happen that due to the treaty agreement with Estonia, you may pay or may need to pay the difference between the tax rate in Slovakia and the tax rate in Estonia. That varies from country to country. So I will recommend that you consult a local tax advisor. With another question from Alvaro. How is the minimum money to put when you start a company? Right now, Estonia has changed the law, so it's 1 cent. When we create the company, you can specify a share capital, that's called the share capital, of at least €1. We do that to be able to have multiple members, because if you have 1 cent, you cannot divide. If you have 2 members, you cannot pay like half of 1 cent. So we say, okay, the minimum requirement is €1, and you're supposed to pay this euro to the corporate bank account as soon as you have it. So imagine you open your company, you say, okay, my share capital is €1. And then as soon as you have the corporate bank account for your company, Wise and any bank solution, you pay this €1 from your personal account to the corporate bank account, and then the share capital is completely paid in full. There is an important note here. Until if the share capital is less than €2,500, so if you decide a share capital that is less than €2,500, you are liable personally for paying up to that amount of money. So imagine that you pay €100 in share capital. So if something happens and your company is liable of paying something, you will have to be liable for the difference of, that will be €2,400. But no worries, because you can always increase the share capital very easily online later. So no worries. Okay. We have another question from an anonymous attendee that says, if I am the only owner of the company and I don't want to assign myself a salary, or I don't want to become an employee, what is the maximum amount that I can use for allowances, etc.? Well, there is you should not see the allowance as a salary, because it's not. The allowance, the daily allowance for a trip, is paid only when you make a trip with a justified and very specific cause or reason. So you can go to France to attend a summit, the web designers summit, for 1 week, or you can go to Slovakia to work for 2 weeks with one of your clients. But you cannot say, okay, I will go to Bali to work there 3 months and I will pay myself daily allowances for 3 months, and so I don't need to pay a salary. That doesn't work, and the tax office will clearly see that.
Share an example about that, because currently I'm in Tallinn, at our offices in Tallinn, attending the Latitude 59 event, like for 3 days, right? So the company could pay like €50 per day, like a daily allowance. And of course, the company should pay like the flight tickets and the ticket for the summit. So as you can see, it's like a very specific business related So you need to give like a clear explanation or definition of the travel. I mean, when you access our dashboard, you have that the travels section where you can just enter and define the travel, the date of the starting date, the end date, and there you can upload all the invoices related to flights, etc. And then the company will pay up to €50 per day because as daily allowance, and that's it. It's very clear in Estonia and quite simple.
Yes, exactly. So Alex is asking us, if you're a resident in Spain and you want to have an Estonian company, but you are forced to be a Spanish freelancer to obtain dividends. I mean, you wanted to ask if you are forced to be a freelancer to obtain dividends. No, not at all. You can have a company anywhere in the world, not being a freelancer, and get dividends when that company distributes dividends. So if distributing dividends for you once a year and living out of those dividends is totally okay, you're totally okay. You don't need to become a freelancer. You can just earn money from your clients or whatever in your activity, and then once a year distribute dividends, and you're good to go. You don't need to become a freelancer in Spain.
May I answer, Jacobo?
Yes.
Jacobo is asking about becoming a resident in Estonia. Remember, e-residency is not about becoming a resident. It's just like a digital signature. It's a digital document that allow you to access the digital administration. So it doesn't grant you any specific access to go and live in Estonia. If you have doubts regarding that, you should go to workingestonia.com. Remember, workingestonia.com.
Exactly. So we would say this is answered. Lenke is asking, if I buy a property in Slovakia, is it possible? Will the price of the property be deductible this year as an expense? Generally speaking, it's not possible to buy real estate in other countries because remember, this is for, as Miguel mentioned, a location independent online business. If you buy a property in Slovakia, your business is tied to Slovakia in a way, because you have a property there, an office. So the authorities from that country can decide that your company is not really in Estonia, but in Slovakia, because you have a permanent establishment, it's called, in Slovakia. So that's something that we don't support and we don't recommend, actually. Another anonymous attendee asks, I want to open up a company in Estonia and form a holding in Germany to own the shares. Is it possible, and how will it be taxed? And what will be the ideal plan if we are two co-founders? We don't support holding structures because following the e-Residency program kind of spirit, the members of the company need to be residents. So both of you will have to be residents, not holdings or corporate members. Let me just, this is answered. Joao is asking, Carvalho is asking, if I open up a company and hire myself as the only employee in Estonia, being a tax resident there, the company makes 100K a year. And as an employee, I take 2.5K and pay social tax 33%. Is there a limit on how much money I can take as dividends at the end of the fiscal year? No, not at all. You will be, I suppose that when you say being a tax resident there, you mean in Estonia. So you become a tax resident in Estonia, the company makes 100K a year, and you as employee take 2.5 social tax. Then when you do the annual report, there will be like a final profit or loss. So if you are distributing 2.5 euros every month as a salary and paying the taxes, so that will lower your profits. And then when at the end of the year, you will have a small amount of profit, maybe with those numbers. So you can distribute up to that profit, and you always have to take into account that taxes will be paid on that profit. So if you have like 10,000 euros left, imagine, you cannot distribute the 10,000 euros. You can distribute 8,000 because you will pay 2,000, 20% of gross when you pay the dividends.
And again, Jacobo, is asking about
maybe Jonathan will be willing to answer this question. Jonathan?
Yes. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to answer the question as it's written, and then I'm going to just add some to it. So Jacopo says, that's clear. Irrespective of that, what are the requirements for becoming a resident? So we do not know the requirements of becoming a resident in Estonia. We don't work with that. The requirements of becoming an e-resident in Estonia. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted there. So you need to share your a LinkedIn profile, your CV. I think there's a police clearance. We've got a list of requirements. Maybe I can share the link where everyone can go and see those requirements of what is needed. It's very clear, the requirements. They're not super complicated. You don't have to prove who your grandparents were and that they were your grandparents. It is a very straightforward process. I will find the link and share it in the chat.
Please find it. But basically, as Jonathan finds it, it's to become an e-resident, you just have to go to there's a form, online form from the government of Estonia. Actually, I think it's from the police of Estonia specifically, where you just fill in the form with your name, your passport, your date of birth. If you have social media or LinkedIn, like Jonathan mentioned, you put that there. They will ask you why you want to become a new resident of Estonia, and it's totally okay if you say, I want to become a new resident to open a business online, so they know that this is one of the main reasons, maybe the main reason. So that's totally okay. And if you can find it and put it there, it will be fine. Where's the link?
Yeah, we have a specific section talking about e-residency in our website. So you just can go to resources, e-residency, and from there you got all the links. Like how is the process? Like the link that Jonathan just shared right now. Where are the pickup locations? Etc., etc. So please go to that section of our website, resources, e-residency, and you will have all the answers there.
Yeah, it's actually very simple. It's like 5 steps or something like that. It's super simple. And if your answer was how to become a resident, like not an e-resident, but a physical resident in Estonia, we cannot answer that because it depends. If you are Italian, I can assume by your name, you are a EU citizen, so it's as simple as going to Tallinn and registering yourself in the immigration office, and then you are probably you just have to fill in a form or something like that. Very simple.
Yeah, but remember, Companio has nothing to do with processing or applying for residency.
Yes,
we can help you or we can support you with the process of applying for e-residency. But just that.
Exactly. Joseba is asking, in the case of being traveling the whole year, no more than 180 days in a country per year, is there any other tax to pay when I assign salary to myself as only owner or employee of the company? If you are if you are not a tax resident in any country, that's different from not being more than 180 days in a specific country. You have to be explicitly non-tax resident in your country. So let me put it in simpler terms. If you tomorrow take a flight ticket and start traveling and do not spend more than 180 days in any country, you will not become like free from your tax residence. You need to explicitly say to your country that you are no longer a tax resident in that country. And that doesn't happen by mistake. You have to talk to the tax office, probably to the governmental office. There's one office probably that takes care of that in your country. So you need to talk to them and say, hey guys, from tomorrow I will be traveling and I will no longer be a tax resident in my country. In that case, you will not be liable. Once you get that status of non-tax resident, if you keep it, you will not be liable to pay any other tax. There are of course exceptions, like if you are a US citizen, you will pay taxes wherever you are, regardless of where you are. So it's very difficult or almost impossible to not be a tax resident. So my suggestion is that you kind of ask at a local tax advisor how that works for your country. Okay. We have one anonymous attendee asking about the holding structure, probably in Germany, that he mentioned. We are residents in Estonia. It's impossible to have a holding only service there. We are all about people who don't live in Estonia. So the idea that we kind of empower people to have their business online. So if you are thinking on opening a holding structure in Estonia and you are Estonian residents, probably you need to hire like a local law firm or local accounting firm to do that for you. We work with people who are not from Estonia, don't live in Estonia, but travel around and want to have their business completely online and location independent. And we have one more. One of the reasons to create a company in Estonia is because we don't want to pay the autonomous monthly fee in Spain. Is that true? This fee is like the fee that the freelancer pays in Spain. I don't know if it's true or not. What will be your reason? For most of our customers, it's not about the taxes or the freelancing fee. It's about the freedom of being able to do everything online and be able to manage your company wherever you go and have this simple tax system where it's very fair and you understand everything and you don't have to be wondering if you are doing things right or wrong in your business. Everything's super clean, everything is super clear, everything is super simple, and everything is online. So
sorry to interrupt.
ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. Maybe they are asking if in Estonia you have to pay like a monthly freelance fee.
Yeah, no, well, go ahead and answer.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course not. Like there's no such fee like a monthly freelance fee as in Spain.
Yes, exactly. And another question from Jesus. Can my Estonian company buy a car or a flat in Spain? Do I need a thief? No, you should not buy a car or a flat in Spain. Again, if you are buying a car or a flat in Spain, your company will have a permanent establishment in Spain. And it is no longer true that you can just get your laptop, go on a plane and go to Malaysia and work from a cafe in Malaysia because you have a car and facilities or real estate in your country of origin tied to your company. So that's not, always think online, borderless, and location independence. Don't think about real estate, cars, and this is for the businesses of the future, right? Like if you do marketing online, if you have a SaaS product, you have a startup, you are a consultant, all these activities. And do I need a SIF? In Estonia, you will get a SIF number, like the equivalent of a SIF number in Spain, which is the registry number of your company, and you don't need to have like any other number in Spain or in your home country.
Yeah, that will be a part of the process of activating your company, as I said before, like applying for a VAT number and getting that ID for your company as well. I think that's all, unless somebody has any more questions. Like quick thank you everyone for being here. Remember that currently we have like a 125 discount when opening your company with us. And again, talking about events, now in Tallinn, there's the Latitude 59. We will be there today and tomorrow. So if you are going to attend that meeting, please come and say hello. For those who are living in Madrid or close to Madrid, next month with the e-Residency team, we will be there during the South Summit. You can join that event as well. It's like you can join this event. It's going to be a workshop for free. And of course, remember that always on our website, you got that chat at the bottom. There's like 5 people working there from 8 to 16. They're not robots, they're real people. So you can ask them whatever you want to. So thank you again. Thank you very much. There's one more question from Marcelo.
Yeah. But this question is related about his tax residency, and I'm afraid, Marcelo, we cannot give you advice on your personal tax residence. We can give advice about the Estonian company, having your business in Estonia, even having a business in Spain. We have Companio One Spain, where you can become a freelancer in Spain, an autonomo, and we do the same that in Estonia. We do the taxes, accounting, compliance, reporting, and everything. But we cannot tell you where will your ideal tax residence be. So sorry about that.
I would say, like Marcelo, if you open a company in Estonia and also become a freelancer in Spain, we can cover you, or we can offer you service. We can provide you the service in both situations, like for the company in Estonia and an autonomo or freelance in Spain as well.
Yeah, that's important for people who, for some reason, want to have their companies in Estonia, but they still want to be freelancers in Spain. We got you covered. We can have your company in Estonia. We can have you as freelancer in Spain, and we know what happens in between. That is something, the missing link that accountants in Spain don't know about it, and accountants in Estonia don't know about it. So we can be the link that between these situations. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ignacio. Thank you, Jonathan, and see you soon, everyone.
Thank you very much, everybody. See you soon.